What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotics, bringing you our Week 6 battle for the IBL. Today, we are facing off against the Iowa Hawluchas, but not their coach, Radioactive. We are playing against Zero Inc. Gaming, Eric, who is normally the coach of the Rocky Mountain Heavy Metals. Just due to a bit of scheduling, I guess, Brady couldn't play, so Zero Inc. is going to be taking over and playing in his place, which is a bit scarier for me because I know Brady likes his Chansey, and if Chansey comes, I'm in a good spot because that thing is basically setup fodder for a lot of my mons, but it is what it is. We move on. We're going to be playing against Eric and this scary team that I don't believe has a great record right now. I think it's 1-4 or 2-3, something along those lines, and ideally we can get a win. We are actually currently the only team with one loss on the season. Everyone else has 2 or more losses, which is very cool, but I do want to keep that going. It is our revenge season, of course, so we got to go ahead and get it done. As always, there is a timestamp on the screen for the time for the battle, of course, so you can skip forward to that, but let's just go ahead and jump into it. You guys see the matchup here. My opponent has a really interesting team. It's not great, but it's really good too. ZERAORA is a pain in the ass. He's got 2 Shell Smashers in Blastoise and Cloyster. He's got setup sweepers galore in the Alchemy, in the Rhyperior, and the Lucario. Bulk and Chansey and Whimsicott and Vileplume. Surfetch hits like a truck. That thing is so powerful, so we got to make sure that we are doing our absolute best to get out and get this win. And first off, I do want to give a big thank you to my front office. As always, you guys know how amazing they are. I mention it all the time, but these guys, I would not be able to do what I do without these guys and girls. So huge thank you to them. I am always looking for people to join my front office. Of course, you do have to be active, know the game, of course. So just make sure to drop down in the comments below. Join the Ocean as well if you're interested in applying for my front office position. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into the Teambuilder though. Looking at it, the first thing that we noticed is that my opponent has a few issues with his team. Nothing on his team except for one Pokemon resists ground, and that's the Whimsicott, and he has nothing that it's immune to it. So Earthquake just goes in. My opponent also has 0 Psychic Resists and 0 Psychic Immunities, so I could, in theory, run a Mono Store Power Xatu and just completely destroy it. Other than that, I believe there's only 1 Ghost Immunity and no Resist, and the Ghost Immunity is the Chansey, and if Chansey comes, then I'm in a good spot because I have quite a few ways to take advantage of that thing. So we're going to start off though and talk about our Crocodile. Crocodile is running Earthquake, Close Combat, Knockoff, and Sludge Bomb with the Choice Scarf, only its 2nd appearance this season. Keep in mind, Machamp and Clefairy have more appearances than it. That's crazy. It's insane, but definitely going to be taking advantage of it. With the Naughty Nature and the Mox ability, we'll be hitting really hard, especially after we get a random KO. Our speed on the set is there for an Adamant ZERAORA or a Modest ZERAORA, which is very, very nice. And with our investment in our special attack, we always OHKO a Whimsicott with no bulk, without rocks. So Sludge Bomb comes out on the switch, we get the KO. If he thinks, okay, maybe he's, I don't know, maybe he's not Scarf, maybe he's Expert Belt or whatever, maybe he's Leftovers or a Choppleberry or whatnot, I can just Sludge Bomb again, I'll outspeed it, I don't get the KO on it, which is absolutely massive because that thing is super annoying for a couple of my other mons down the road. This thing also takes a modest Life Orb Vacuum Wave from the Lucario, and like I mentioned before, only 1 ground resist and no ground immunities, so Earthquake is very, very good. Later on in the game, though, I do have to keep in mind this. The Cloyster is so bulky. If I get to +1, after Rocks, we still don't OHKO the Cloyster. We have to make sure to go for Close Combat, because Close Combat after Rocks, while we're at +1, will get the job done against the Cloyster. So again, we have to do that. Close Combat will be 240 base power because it's super effective, while Earthquake will only be 150 base power because it's Stab. So we move on. Our next mon is going to be our Aegislash. Aegislash is running the spell tag this week with Shadow Ball, Flash Cannon, Shadow Sneak, and King's Shield. Originally, I was running the Close Combat, but I am not this time because at the end of the day, it really is only there for 2 mons. It's there for the Lucario and there for the Chansey. Chansey, again, I have so many ways to deal with that thing. I have a pretty good way to just kind of wall it outright, which is very nice, and a good pivot for it as well. And then it's there for the Lucario as well, but Lucario won't be taking a Shadow Ball into a Shadow Sneak. It's like never taking it unless it's very, very, very bulky, which I doubt it will be. So I feel very confident about that. We actually have a chance to OHKO it straight up with the Shadow Ball, which is very nice. The Shadow Ball is fantastic. Only 1 immunity, no resist. We can just fire that off against everything. Flash Cannon is there specifically because it does more damage to the Rhyperior, to the Whimsicott, and to the Alchemy. Alchemy, even though it's super, super specially defensive, it's not appreciating taking any of those hits, so we can get the job done with our Flash Cannon. Modest Nature allows us to hit as hard as humanly possible. We have speed on the set for an Adamant Rhyperior. We also take +2 modest Hydro Pump or Dark Pulse from the Blastoise after Rocks. That's in our Shield mode, and we take one of each of those at neutral if we're in our Sword mode and there's no Rocks. So we don't take the hit after Rocks, but if it's modest, not before the boost, we actually take the hit and can fire off a Shadow Ball doing a huge amount of damage to it. Other than that, we also take a Timid +2 non-boosted Dark Pulse from the Lucario. The only thing with this is this Mon Lucario can be physical or special. If it's physical, we actually don't take a +2 Earthquake, which is just unfortunate. It's so strong, 100 base power move, super effective. Even though with all of our bulk that we have, we just can't take the hit. It's unfortunate. But yeah, that is our Aegislash here. If the Surfetch comes, Surfetch is not an immunity because that thing gets scrappy, so it can fire off close combat that will completely rip my Aegislash to shreds. So we have to make sure we get a King Shield off on it, so it will lose one stage in its attack and then switch out into something like my Clefairy, like my Roserade, or whatever the case may be. Our next Mon is going to be our Kyurem. Kyurem is one of the Mons that takes advantage of that Chansey very well. With our investment into our HP, our sub is never broken by Chansey's Seismic Toss, which is huge because with pressure, it takes 2 PP for every 1 attack. So if it takes 2 Seismic Tosses to break our sub, that's 4 PP for Seismic Toss. And Seismic Toss has 32 uses, 32 PP, which in reality is only 16 if they're all used against Kyurem. So I have to keep track of that in the back of my mind. Very, very important to make sure that we can always, I guess, pressure things very well. Toxic is there for the Alchemy specifically, also I guess kind of for the Blastoise, for the Zeraora, depending on their sets. Freeze Dry hits my opponent's team for amazing damage outside of the Chansey, the Lucario kind of, and the Alcremie. If I can Toxic the Chansey and the Alcremie, I'm in a fantastic position. Lucario, I just have to Freeze Dry it. If it's Life Orb, it's going to be taking 25 to 32% from Freeze Dry, plus 10% from Life Orb, plus a second 25 to 32, plus a second Life Orb because we do outspeed the Lucario. That's what we have on this set here for. I was debating running Earth Power for the Lucario and the Zeraora, but then it gets completely set up on by the Alcremie. I can't let that happen, so this is why we are running this specific Kyurem set. Shout out to Granky for the set, and shout out to for this one here, shout out to Texas Man. I really appreciate this. Basically his entire set. I think I replaced Rocks for a knockoff on it because I have another Rocker, but yeah, shout out to those two guys. Our next Mon is going to be our Roserade here. Roserade is thanks to Liv. Originally I had Xatu on it, and that's because Xatu could just run a stored power set and do amazing things. But the Zeraora is a problem. That thing outspeeds me all the time, meaning, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get get rid of our flying typing while going for Roost, so it's always going to be able to get off a huge Plasma Fist or Thunderbolt against me. I was running Calm Light and Store Power and Cosmic Power and Roost, but it just wasn't good enough. It just was a waste of a set. So I decided to go with the Roserade instead. Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb hit my opponent's team for fantastic damage. The only thing that really appreciates taking these hits are the Lucario and the Chansey. Everything else is not taking those hits very well. Leaf Seed is there because it allows us to beat the Chansey 1v1. If it Thunder Waves, I have Natural Cure, so we should be fine there. It also lets us get chip damage off on the Lucario, on the Zeraora, on the Alcremie. Just in case it's like trying to set up on me, I always have that little bit of recovery back, and I can just Sludge Bomb, and continuously go. Maybe I get a Poison, who knows? So that's why we have our Roserade. Synthesis is there for recovery. It helps me deal with the Whimsicott as well. It is a pretty much guaranteed wall to the Whimsicott because we are not too KO'd by a max attack Timid Psychic from the Whimsicott, so I feel very confident in that. I have the Yachi Berry there. Yachi Berry is not there for the Cloyster. It's there for, a random Ice Shard or something if it's, I guess, not set up. But because of the Yachi Berry and because of the multi-hit moves, only the first Exo Spear on the skill link is not going to do as much damage, so we have it for that. We don't have it for that. It's mostly there for the Blastoise and its Ice Beam if it's a modest Blastoise or it's like a boosting item on the Blastoise. It's also there for a Lucario's Ice Punch, and I guess similarly a Rhyperior's Ice Punch, but don't really expect that to be coming. Like Ice Punch on Rhyperior. I kind of expect Rhyperior to be coming in general, but still. This set is very strong. We have speed for the Blastoise, which allows us to also have speed for 1. Blastoise, Chansey, Cloyster, Rhyperior, Surfetched, Vileplume, Flareon, and Alcremie. The only things we don't outspeed are going to be the Lucario, the Zeraora, and the Whimsicott. Everything else we outspeed. Huge. We get off amazing damage off against everything, even though we only have 44 EVs in our special attack. Roserade still has 125 base special attack that's insanely powerful. So this is what we are going with. With our special defense investment, we actually take a +2 Timid Ice Beam from a Blastoise. Again, it's a Timid Ice Beam. If it's modest, we have to rely on our Yachi Berry just to be safe. And again, I can always fire off a Giga Drain with the Yachi Berry if it's Timid. If we don't get the KO on it, I can just get back all of my health, or enough at least, to make sure we take the next hit. It's a benefit to have the Yachi Berry this week. I really want it because the Blastoise is a huge problem for my team to deal with, and I cannot let it set up on me at all. We also have bulk to make sure we take a timid max flare or max mindstorm from the Alcremie. We also take a jolly life orb meteor mash from the Lucario, and we outspeed it if it's adamant. So if it's adamant, it has a chance to kill me. We're gonna be fine against that thing. We can Giga Drain, do a bit of damage, Leech Seed, whatever the case may be, switch out into a fighting resist. So yeah, that is our Roserade. Our next mon is going to be our Clefairy here with Moonblast, Thunderwave, Softboil, and Stealth Rock. 204 HP, 244 with a Bold Nature and Defense, and a 60 piece in Special Defense with the Violate, of course. It takes a +2 5-hit Icicle Spear from the, what is that thing called? The Cloister, that's what I want to say. And we also take a +2 Modest Hydro Pump or Flash Cannon from the Blastoise, and we take 2 non-boosted Plasma Fists from an Adamant Zeraora if it's non-boosted. Again, if it's Life Orb, we don't take 2. T-Wave is there for support and for speed control, mostly for the Aegislash, and I guess a little bit for the what is it called? The Roserade. Again, not gonna be too useful, but very nice if he wants to switch out of something, go into Lucario, we lower its speed. That way, if it is Scarf, we can always outspeed it because our Crocodile, even though we naturally outspeed Lucario, we don't have speed for Lucario with our Scarf Crook. So that's what we have our Clefairy here for. Is there anything else I want to point out? That's pretty much it, actually. Yeah, it's just a very standard mon. Hopefully it can do work. And at this point, we're coming to our last mon. You must be thinking, Inteleon still hasn't been here. Is Inteleon coming? Like, why would I not bring Inteleon? I mean, it's Inteleon, but at the same time, Chansey, Blastoise, quite a few mons resist its stab. Nah, it's okay, I'm bringing Inteleon. I also have a brand new image for her. Shout out to Liv, of course. We have the shiny Inteleon here. I'm going to try and get a non-shiny Inteleon from her, but we'll see what we can do. Surf, Air Slash, U-Turn, and Work Up with a Torrent as our ability. No Sniper this time around. We are modest. We have the Lumberry as our item. That is there for random Stun Spores from the Whimsicott that has priority. Thunder Waves from the Chansey or whatnot, so we just have a way around it, which is very useful. With our investment in our defense, and our special defense actually, we take a Adamant Life Orb Plasma Fist or a modest Life Orb Thunderbolt from the Zeraora while we're G-maxed. Very important that we can take that hit, because then we don't have to worry about it just getting a random Oko on us, even if we didn't, let's say we didn't manage to get our Airstream off. We have to go for a max Water move. We're not going to outspeed the Zeraora after that, so we have to go for the max Surf, and then we have to go for a max Airstream after that to be able to outspeed the Zeraora. Again, if it outspeeds us while we're at +1, we know it's Scarf, which means we'll take the hit comfortably, I might add, so I'm not feeling too worried about that. Speed is there for Lucario. We did not bother creeping the Whimsicott because, again, if he decides to go for Giga Drain, that's fine. I'm going for Airstream on it anyways. If he decides to go for a Stun Spore, we'll outspeed the next time around. We'll get the KO on it, and we have our Lumberry to make sure we are not bothered by that. So yeah, that is what we have here. This is our team for this week's battle. Ideally, we can get the win and move to 5-1 on the season. So yeah, thanks for watching the Teambuilder. Let's go ahead and jump right into the battle. Okay, everyone, we are back. No G-Max Alcremie and no Rhyperior. What else is there? What else? No Chansey. Yeah. So he ends up bringing the Zeraora, Blastoise, Whimsicott, Surfetch'd, Cloister, and the Flareon. Okay. Again, no Ghost Resist. So let's just go ahead and click Aegislash as our lead. I can play a bit more recklessly with it than I'd otherwise feel like it because there's no Alchemy. I don't have to save it around back for that. But yeah, I'm very happy with this group here that we've got, and again, feeling good about it. Have fun to Eric. He is going to be taking over for Brady for this battle. Brady needed to take a bit of a sabbatical, I guess, is the way to put it. But yeah, let's see what happens. Again, I'm always nervous for these. This is a revenge season, of course. I do want to get the win. I definitely think we have a really good possibility, as I think he might have run out of time. But yeah, let's see. Okay. Aegislash is going to be my lead. Against... what will Eric lead with? I imagine maybe the Whimsicott. I could see the Zeraora leading. It's a pretty good, solid lead. If Surfetch'd leads, that's a bit of a problem, not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure Bandit Surfetch'd just gets an Oko on me. Yeah, it destroys me. The Chad. Shit. Oh, God. Okay. I'm gonna get King Shield here. I'm gonna make this thing go to -1. I just want to see what he's gonna do. I'm gonna scout, basically. Yeah, thank God this thing does not have Airstream or anything, because that would be terrifying. If it was able to use Airstream, I would be in a genuinely bad spot, because I know it gets Swords Dance as well. So yeah, let's King Shield here just to see what this thing wants to do to me. Then I'll go into the correct check appropriately, which likely would be my Clefairy as my best fighting resist, because again, this thing does get scrappy. So what will it do? Oh man, I can't believe he led with this thing. It's so bulky too. Like it's got 82 in its special defense, 95 in its defense. HP stat is a little bit lackluster, 62 only, but this thing could easily go for a knockoff, easily could go for a close combat here, easily go for a poison jab. I definitely think one of those 3 moves are coming out here. Poison jab if he predicts the Clefairy, but I think as he switches out, okay, Fire Vape. Interesting, interesting. This thing could definitely be carrying Flamethrower or Flare Blitz. Do I think he just goes for that right away? I don't. I think I go Tiny here. I think I just go Tiny and see what he wants to do. The fact they switched out is interesting to me. I don't know why he would switch out. Huh. But yeah, I'm not staying in because if I outspeed, he's gonna destroy me with a Flare Blitz. Flareon also has really good special defense, so I don't want to be able to. Don't want to take a hit from that thing. Like if it's fully specially defensive, like we do 38 to 45. That's nothing. Like this thing has 110 special defense. That's insane. And even then, with no investment at all, Flare Blitz still has a shot at KOing me. So Tiny is coming out. Clefairy it is. Toxic. He misses. I've been so happy if he got that. Okay. So we know this thing is toxic. Do I Moonblast here? Do I Thunder Wave? I think I just go for rocks. It forces in something else. Yeah. It is going to chip down the Zeraora. He's got 2 spinners, the Blastoise, and the Cloyster. If this thing is Boots, then we'll know as he goes for Wish. That is fine with me. So let's get a very very, very supportive Flareon. And, okay, the good news is we have a Scarf Crook in the back, so I never have to worry about the incoming Zeraora. But I'm going to go for a Thunder Wave here, see what this thing wants to do to me. If he goes Zeraora, so be it. If he goes anything else, we get it paralyzed, which is amazingly huge for the rest of our team. But getting up rocks is very, very big. I usually don't bring hazards. I brought both my rockers this week, and I brought a Spiker as well, so, well, a potential Spiker, I should say. But yeah, so far it's interesting, to say the least. But Toxic and Wish. Toxic and Wish. Very supportive, it's gotta be. It has to be. As he switches out, does he go into anything but the Zeraora? Zero. Is that Zeraora? It is the Zeraora, okay. We Thunder Wave it and gets back to full with Volt Absorb. Okay. This thing could have knockoff. I know that. I just Moonblast here. Clefairy should do a solid chunk of damage to a Zeraora. Level 50. Moonblast is 26 to 31 if he's got no bulk, but obviously he's going to have a good chunk of bulk. I'll say if he has 200 investment, we do 20, and he's bulk up shit. That is scary. Okay. I'm just going to switch out, go hard into Crook here. That's actually not bad damage at all. No, it really isn't bad damage at all. That's about a core. We should be 3 echoing this thing from here. I'm going to go straight into Grank Irwin. If you guys know where this nickname is from, just first of all, let me know down in the comments. I wanted to see who remembers from way back then when Grank Irwin walked the earth. Okay, Crook. Bulk up again. Okay. Zeraora is at +2 attack, +2 defense against my Crocodile. Earthquake does not do enough. 58 to 70. Holy shit. We just gotta go for it. We just have to go for it. We'll also find out if he's jolly right now. He's not jolly. Fantastic. Oh, so close. Drain Punch. I think I just lose here. Shit. Okay. Okay. Zeraora against Aegislash in shield mode. It's at +2. It's probably adamant. Shit. I think I gotta go Clefairy and I just gotta keep attacking it. I just gotta get it in range. God damn, that is so unfortunate. This mon is so strong. Moonblast. Holy moly. Plasma Fist, if he's got no investment, does not KO me. It is 73 to 86. Sheesh. Bulk Up. It's getting +3 now. I just lose. I'm gonna get 6-0'd here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Moonblast. I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna get 6-0'd here. This is insane. Plasma Fists. It's 91 to 108 if he's adamant. Ah, shit. I'm gonna lose 6-0. What do I do? Roseware's got a small chance. I mean, Inteleon won't take the hit. It's at +3. Inteleon's not taking that hit. We're not outspeeding it. My only plan is to go into land here. That's my only chance here. Plasma Fist Okos me. I'm going for King's Shield here. Expect him to go for an attack. I have to. I have to. This is crazy. If he bulk ups here, it's over. He'll have gone 6 kills with Zeraora. Hell of a bring. Oh my god. King's Shield. Please tell me you went for an attack. Fire Punch. That's his final move. Fire Punch. Still KO. Shit. That's insane. He's at +2. Do I switch out and sack something? He's at +2 now. Fire Punch is a small chance to KO. He literally needs the maximum roll, actually. He needs the max roll. So I'm going to go for it. Shadow Ball. I have to go for it. If he's Expert Belt, then it's going to KO it regardless. He might think I go for a double protect here. Jesus. This is my only hope. If I don't hit this, then I lose. Fire Punch. Oh, thank God. Oh my God. I was like having a heart attack. I'm like, I can't get 6-0. This can't happen. Shadow Ball. Oh my God. Okay. The biggest threat is gone. I hate you so much. That was not nice at all. Ah! No. All right, everyone. We are back. Oh my God. Okay, we are back. Shit. That took way too long. We tried to do it again on Showdown. It just would not work, unfortunately. So we went away from that. That's okay. But he goes into Stompy the Blastoise. I think it might be... Do I want to keep this thing around? That's the question. But yeah, so we tried going at it on Wi-Fi. It just didn't work out. So we're here on Showdown. Took a little while. I actually got some nasty rolls that were not in my favor. His Zeraora, it was a roll to kill my Clefairy. He got it. It was also a roll in my favor to KO his Zeraora with Earthquake, and I didn't do it. Okay. Question here is, Do I Shadow Ball? I live an Ice Beam from this thing with my Roserade. I feel confident just going for a Shadow Ball here. If he attacks me, fine. If he goes for Rapid Spin, that sucks. So I'm just gonna go for a Shadow Ball here, as he scalds me and he gets the KO. That's fine. It's leftovers as well. Okay. So I think I can go freely into Cure him here. I think what I'm gonna do is click sub as I expect him to go into the Flareon. Yeah. Gonna do that. We'll see what he wants to do. The Flareon is a bulky boy. It probably is, again, like I said, it's very supportive. As I sub and he goes for a Rapid Spin. Just gets damage off. That's fine. I can freeze ride this thing now. Not my finest decision there, I think, but freeze ride comes out and we just Oko it straight up. Critical hit. Might have mattered. Might have mattered. But I'll take it. I'll take it. Whimsicott comes out. We're behind a sub. I'll just freeze ride again. You're gonna Moonblast here? What are you gonna do? Oh my god, I'm so disappointed that's not gonna be on Wi-Fi the rest of the way, but I mean, it is what it is. He Moonblasts, he gets the KO on the substitute, and we get the KO on this thing as well. Amazing. Okay. Okay. Oh boy. I think my play here is going to be to... I think I have to go for a Freeze Dry, then go into, like, sack this thing off basically, then go into Inteleon and just go for game. Yeah, so let's Freeze Dry here. As he Scarf and he's close combat. He is Choice Scarf. Oh man. Huh. Nice. Very nice. Still thinking about this. It's a tough decision. If I gotta do it, I gotta go into Inteleon here. We're going to Mega Evolve and click Airstream. Let's see how it speeds me. Close combat, we take that. Okay. I don't know if from this range we take the hit from the Cloyster if it's at neutral. We've already managed to basically... I haven't been updating the kills. Whoops. So Whimsicott is gone. Flareon comes out, okay. Sorry, what else is gone? Blastoise is gone, and Surfetch'd is gone. What else for me is gone? The Aegislash is gone, and so is Kyurem. Okay. I go for the Hydro Snipe here. We just demolish this thing. It's another kill for this Pokemon. Okay, and we got one shot here against the Cloyster. What does more? Air Slash, Max Air Slash, or Hydro Snipe? What does more? If I go to Inteleon, Gigantamax against a Cloyster, Shell Smash, level 50. Both KO. Hydro Snipe is literally sturdy, or not sturdy, Mold Breaker in a move. So if he is... Shit. Okay. Okay. I'm thinking about this. Icicle Spear will not kill me. Rock Blast will not kill me. I have to go for Airstream here because at +2, he'll outspeed. Meaning he'll get the KO. Because I'm only at +1 right now, right? 235. He'll outspeed if he's adamant. So I have to go for the Airstream here. And he's not. We just got the KO outright. Amazing. Oh my god. A game that turned out, that was looking like we're just going to get swept, ends up being a 2-0 win in our favor. Oh my god. Guys, I feel like I'm going to be sick because that was wild. Just back and forth, back and forth. Oh god. Okay. Kyurem did amazing. Flat out. I don't know what role he needed to roll. I don't know what role he's mentioning, but we were in a phenomenal spot. I'm just going to ask him quickly on Cloyster. Oh, he needed to roll on Aegislash. He's saying, yeah, one possible roll. Him bringing Scarf Surfetch'd, great bring. The fact he was Scarf was very surprising that he didn't just go out and attack me right away with the Aegislash. Even at -1, I think he still would have gone the KO on it, which is nuts. But regardless, we end up getting the win. Huge win. Oh man, if he had gone, here's the thing. If he had gone straight into the Cloyster there and click Shell Smash, then I think we just lost. Like, there's definitely a possibility. If I go to Kyurem, our max, actually Freeze Dry does 88 to 105, which is a lot of damage. It's a chance to KO him if he's got no investment again. So that's nice. And at that point, I think at that point in time, no, there wouldn't have been any rocks up. Interesting. Definitely interesting. +2 to attack. Yeah, I'm gonna go to, yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna end it here, guys. Insane battle. Insane. Inteleon, 13 kills on the season, 2 deaths. Fantastic. This is a tier 2 Gigantamax Mon. It is wild how good this thing is. Oh my god. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. I want to see if we can get to that 1,000 subscriber mark by the end of the year. And yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you all next time.